Hi there, viewer. How are you doing today? Welcome to your solstice reading, and this is going to be for the Northern Hemisphere energy. And we're going to look at energies if you resonate with the Northern Hemisphere in any way. So, this will be if perhaps you live in the Northern Hemisphere or you were born somewhere in the Northern Hemisphere. And I'm going to do a separate reading for the Southern Hemisphere. And the difference between the two predominantly is the Southern Hemisphere is all about going within. So you could live in the Northern Hemisphere, for example, but you were born in the Southern, so that's where your natal chart blueprint is. And you might resonate more with the emotional side of this energy because the energy is intense on both sides. But the Northern Hemisphere energy is about emerging, it's about finding peace, it's about the the light over darkness energy, and it's about bringing things out into the light. And it's the word solstice means standstill. It's the standstill of the sun, and it's standing still in the light of something or bringing something into full conscious awareness, into full light. And the solstices in general are all around the awareness, the release, and the rebirth of something. So it's honoring the light and the dark, and it's honoring the triumph of what we bring awareness to, what we shine light on. And it's bringing our wisdom, our knowing in that, but it's really connected with self-discovery. So that's what we'll look at in the reading today. And you'll know in the first few cards if this is the energy for you. I'm going to look at the major arcana first, and then we'll look at the minor arcana just to get the energies that we're working with from now. But this is going to be until the winter solstice for the Northern Hemisphere, summer for the Southern. For the summer for the Southern Hemisphere. That was a mouthful. And we're looking at the 6 month cycle. So we're looking really at the rest of 2024. So let's have a look and see the predominant energies. The major arcana is all about the the life, the kind of hero journey in tarot. It's the life forced energies that we have that are the major transits in life, the major experiences, the major things that we're dealing with, coming towards us, crossing us, moving away from, transforming. So let's have a look and see. Spirit just said stop, so I'll stop talking. We'll have a look and see what is impacting you most in this energy, and what are you going to be going forward with over the next 6 months. So we've got the devil energy. So this is all about transforming bad habits. So this could be Capricorn energy for some, doesn't have to be at all. But this is about transforming bad habits. This is about anything that we might have felt obsessed with, anything that we have really been holding on to, but quite tightly. But it's the decision to make a choice to transform something, to bring something to light, to walk away from something, to release something, to expand on something. And we've got the world, beautiful. So there's a full completion happening for you. There's a full completion. I kind of feel like with this energy coming out, actually, you've been waiting for this completion for a long time. Yes, you've been waiting. So you've got the Hanged Man energy. So what is your what's the pause? It's there's an awareness needed on the pause that's been occurring. There's been a reason that you've been in pause, that you've been in not limbo. You haven't been in limbo. You still have a knowing. I feel like you do still have a knowing here. It's the the major kind of energy that we feel, that's what I want to change. That's what I want to move forward with. And you are completing that cycle. There's a cycle. I feel that I've got 10 years for some reason being given to me. So but whatever this could be, 10 years, 10 months, but the number 10 could be quite important. Could be a birthday for some. There's just something coming through with the number 10 here. These cards don't represent 10, so I feel like that's specific. But there is a waiting to move energy. There's a trusting and a knowing. One of the things that you're really bringing to light, viewer, is to trust yourself, trusting yourself with the decisions you're making, things you're saying, how you're communicating, choices, what you're choosing to do with your time, with your attention, with your awareness. Yeah, there's a new start in the physical. I feel like maybe you want to change your environment, perhaps, with this Ace of Pentacles, or you've just started something different, or you've just had a different physical, something happening in the physical that's different. This could be a new job, this could be a new project, this could be, yeah, it's going to be very celebratory. We've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. This is also portal energy with the Four of Wands. I feel like where you've been stuck with this devil energy, there's this feeling of going round and round. And where you've been perhaps stuck, you're going to move forward. And it's like this solstice energy is pushing you through this portal. The solstice energy is this hangman energy. It's this stillness. It's this standstill in light. It's standstill in of the sun. It's and with the hanged man energy, there is, you can see it's almost like there's this sun around this is enlightenment energy. This is the knowing energy. This is the something's happened where you've had a realization, but you haven't chose to move yet. But that's because of your knowing. That's because of situation, perhaps for some of you. But there's a real push forward as you go into the next 6 months of something in the physical. Whatever you're walking away from, you're walking into something that feels very successful. And it's like your life path. It's like you know that this is meant for you. Let's just get one more for you here. We're looking at the next 6 months of energy. Here we go. The King of Cups. Nice. So there's a mastery over emotion. So I feel like for a lot of you, it's not allowing emotions to sway you. It's not allowing emotions to hold you or pin you down, or emotional decisions. So there's the emotions that can inform us in terms of our growth, but then there's emotional decisions that aren't necessarily in our truth. And I feel like the emotions are going to be being allowed to kind of flow through you. This is allowing things to pass through. This is awareness over emotions. Particularly the southern solstice is deeply about emotions. Let's have a look where this might have been appearing in your life and where this energy will be applying in your life. Let's have a look a bit deeper. Big completion, big cycle completion here with the world energy. And if you've been waiting for this to happen, it's going to be worth the wait for sure with this hanged man energy as well. Okay, let's have a look here. We have time to go and come to the edge. Time to leave where you're going, where you've been, and come to the edge to find that thing that you want. The next 6 months with the solstice energy is thinking about, what do you want to invite in? What is it that you want to bring in? What is it that you want to bring to life? What is it that you want to express, to share, to be in physical contact with? It's time to leave a situation so that you can come to the edge. Let's have a look. What else? Where else is this playing out for you in the next 6 months? We've got breathe. This is the stillness. This is about being at peace. This is about taking things a bit slower and being very aware of body. We've got a lot of the physical energy that came straight out for you in terms of the day-to-day. So I feel like your day-to-day is going to change. Situation in your day-to-day, moving, relationships, people in your life, um, businesses perhaps, environment, moving home. Any of these things could be impacting you, but there's a physical change that's coming, but that you have invited in. And it's like, for the next 6 months, what is it that you can do for these next 6 months and stay in that energy of self-awareness? Because the solstices are deeply around self-discovery, self-awareness. We've got all that glitters. All that glitters is not gold. So I feel like this is spirit saying, don't go for the shiny new object or the shiny object in anything. This is about you being really true to your desires, to your wants, to your needs, to your own path, to your own self-discovery. Here we go. Milk and honey. Yes. Nice. It's whatever you're going for, whatever it is that you want to achieve, accomplish, be in, it's going to be like sunshine and rainbows. It really is. It's like you are going to be super nourished in every level, super nourished from the environment around you, nourished in the work that you do, nourished in your relationships, in your connections, in your spiritual pathway. Don't go for the thing that looks too good to be true, or don't be tempted to go. So the devil energy is temptation as well. I feel almost that this is spirit recognizing that you're walking away from things that are really shiny where you know you should be somewhere else, because it's like the rough diamond, it's actually the most, is the precious diamond. It's like you're not going for something where you're not being convinced outside, you're not being convinced away from your own intuition. That's what I'm trying to say. And we've got poised. You are absolutely ready for whatever it is that's coming. You're absolutely ready for it. If there's any doubt, you're ready for it. It doesn't mean that you need to know all of the answers. It doesn't mean you need to know exactly where you're going. It doesn't mean anything has to be forced through, because things are going to happen. I feel like you're going to pull things into you. Like, you just need to be in the right position for this. The energy of the come to the edge and the poise to both come out for your next 6 months. This is, it really is about you being in the right position, getting yourself into the right position before you move forward. I want to see what's being activated, because this feels very physical energy, like in the physical plane, or it's going to transmute into physical. Something, there's like an abundance energy, like we're trying to manifest something, or you've been wishing for something to happen, to shift. Let's have a look. What is being kind of activated over these next 6 months? Determination. Yeah, you're going to have the will and the determination to move through. This is your solar plexus chakra. Spiritual awakening. I feel like you've had this spiritual awakening, and this is your crown chakra. I feel like you've had this spiritual awakening, and now it's time to earth the spiritual energies and spiritual experience that you've had. That could be this completion, this spiritual awakening, this stage of that, or this phase, this part is completing. You've been enlightened, but now you're waiting to move when you feel to move, because that's what this spiritual teaching has been about. We've got forgiveness, and we've got the heart chakra here. So the letting go for you, viewer, could be letting go of things that really feel tight, perhaps with friendships, or with work relationships for some of you, and some in some relationships with this devil energy coming out. Could be anywhere though. Balance. Nice. Finding a much clearer, fulfilling balance. This feels like it's with you and the world. So this is the balance of what you want to do, where you want to spend your time, your money, perhaps your energy, your efforts, where you want to spend time on what you want to be doing is in balance with everything else outside in the world, with work, with relationships, with everything. And you are balanced as well here with the come to the edge and the poised energy. There's this, you are completely, utterly balanced. You're centered, you're balanced, you're nourished, you're making decisions out of a place of knowing and not being swayed by anything. And that's a really difficult learning curve, right? It's like not trusting ourselves when something doesn't appear on the outside. But with this solstice energy, it's like you're standing still in the brightest light. So once you get to the center and you stand still and you just shine bright, you start to see everything happen, everything else to come into play. Where are we going now? Okay, let's have a look at the tarot for your next, let's have a look at the next 6 months. So we've got our overarching energy here, and let's see what else we need to know. What else do we need to know for the viewer, please, for the Northern Hemisphere energy? I can't remember if I said this, but the summer solstice in the Northern Hemisphere is on the 20th of June, but the energy is quite prominent for a few days before, a few days after, or like a few days surrounding. Sort of the 3 or 4 days tends to be quite prominent. Interesting. So we've got we just said about the devil card. So we've got the lovers card. So this is impacting your heart space somewhere, and we've got this forgiveness energy. So there's something within a love connection. This could be family, friends, romance, however it applies to you, but there's something being moved in the energy of your love space. Messenger of earth. Okay, this is about going slow and steady. This is about something being really reliable. This is moving for this, for some of you, this is moving into a physical environment. We've got the earth energy again here, moving into a physical environment, or moving physically forward with someone or with something, in partnership with someone else. But this is the healthy choice. This is making the choice of self and other, the balance between self and other, the choices that we make for us as a couple in the world. We've got the star. Nice. The something you're wishing for is coming towards you. And we're looking at the months here, so I want to say 3 months time. It's coming in. You've been through a huge cycle, a huge spiritual awakening cycle, and there's healing that's been happening through that as well. But this is the time of the ripeness of that energy and the work that you've been doing. And this is like, for me, looking to the stars. This could be looking into your own astrology uh, as well, with when the star comes out. This is looking at your own alignment, your own kind of cosmic blueprint, if you like. Messenger of air, Aquarius energy for some of you, or perhaps this could be even Pluto energy with the transformation. And we've got Six of Water. Yeah, I just wanted to let me get the last one, and then I'll tell you what I'm getting. And the Ace of Water. Yeah. So with the with the energy that came out for the overarching energy, we've got some earth energy, like some fire energy, some earth energy, some completion energy, some kind of conscious choices, conscious awareness on your journey, and then moving into a place of being connected with emotions and having emotional stability. That's the same things happening here, especially when it comes to any love connection. For a lot of you, this is going to be somewhere that's impacting heart space. You could be walking away from something where there's a love connection, or you could be walking away from a behavior, or walking away from a physical situation, and finding yourself somewhere new, but somewhere where you feel like you are in ownership of your surroundings. And it's going to be very healing. But this is also a wish that you've had to move forward, either whether that's in a relationship, or in a friendship, or with family, or on your own. There's this real strength that comes, and there's like a mental connection. So it's like we need the physical to change before we can really understand it in our minds, and then we start to have the purity of the emotions that we're feeling. We start to really understand the why something's happened the way that it's happened, why our journey's been the way that it's been. And there is this kind of nostalgia as well. So perhaps in November time, for some of you, there's a return of somebody from the past. There's a return of like family, perhaps from the past, or a return of something that you wished for in the past to be in the present for you. This feels very connected to me, but you're going into nourishment. So this is everything nourishing. Your surroundings are nourishing. Maybe there's a different kind of diet, or nutrients, or vitamins, supplements, or something happening in your physical space as well, that's nourishing, as well as that. And I feel like this is following on from your spiritual nourishment that you've had in the last few months. Okay, let's get some. Where are we going now? Okay, let's get some areas where we need to be aware of. What does spirit want you to be aware of, viewer, with this energy? What do they want you to be most aware of as you're going through this transition? Because it's going from the spiritual into the physical. You're earthing something. What do we need to be aware of? Okay, so for some of you, we've got proposal. For some of you, this physical this physical environment is moving in with somebody. It's getting engaged, getting married. It might not be literally getting married, but whatever this might mean to you, with what it is that you desire, your wish come true. But we've got a romantic or business opportunity is indicated. So this is definitely to do with somebody, another person, where it's connected deeply to your heart space, like deeply to your heart space. This could be having a business with someone who you really enjoy working with. This could be, but this is an engagement with another, some kind of interaction or connection with another that feels long term, but it starts in this next 6 months. We've got celebrations. You are ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. Yeah, you are ready now. So with this bringing new things in, this is time to go from the old way, and this is time to go from something that you've already been connected with, or perhaps you've already left that, with especially with this strong energy that we're having at this period, and then you're coming to the edge and you're poised. This is really, I love this. I love this for you. Definitely time for something new. This is all about new beginnings, rebirthing. Let's have a look at what doors might be opening for you. What does Spirit want you to be aware of in terms of doors that are opening in the next 6 months? Let's have a look at the next 6 months with the solstice cycles. What doors should the viewers be looking out for? Okay, we'll take, they kind of jumped out, so let's take all three. We've got bless this space. Your sacred space holds the soul to bear Palo Santo or sage. Oh, sorry. Your sacred space holds the soul to bear. Palo Santo or sage will clear the air. Sorry, I don't know why I was tripping up there. So there is something about your physical space. So if there isn't a move in your physical space, this is Spirit saying clear your natural space. So where you are right now, it's changing the energetic frequency, the energetic vibration of the space that you're in, or this could be a new space and clearing that space so that it's fresh and light and pure. It's like the purity of light I'm feeling with this. And we've got Anthony's call. In thanks of my spirit, safe and sound, all things that are lost so can be found. Something's returning. Something's returning. And we've got that with the Six of Water as well in the next 6 months. Something is returning, and it's like you'll have the door to go through, or to open it for someone else, or to go through yourself. And we've got draw down the moon. The forest nymphs dance in sheer delight, singing soft songs, find us in the wild good night. Beautiful. This is time for you to make a wish, draw down that moon, and be your brightest self. This is really like the self-reflection piece I feel like is done. Like there's something that you have discovered about yourself that is really empowering, and now it's time to draw things into you. We had this kind of draw in feeling before as well. You're drawing things into you, so you don't need any fads of any kind. Where are we going now? Okay, let's have a look at just some guidance. What is it? What pathway are we on right now? Let's have a look at the pathway that we're on right now for the next, and no, let's look at right now and then we'll get the next few months. What pathway are we on right now? Okay, that jumped. We've got transcendence. Transcend your mind's limitations and allow your soul's light to truly shine. Exactly what we were just saying. Absolutely. You're transcending into the spirit world, but I feel like you've been into the spirit world and you're transcending. It's like you're reconnecting back into the physical after this cycle. There's a reconnection, but you are absolutely transcending what you thought to be possible, and now you're realizing how powerful you actually are, because there's this empowerment, this self-empowerment that comes with this change. And it's like there's nothing that you need to do. It's like you just need to be aware, and you just need to be centered, and everything else will find you. Very fruitful energy. Okay, let's look at the next. So this is for the next 6 months. What's happening over the next 6 months? What's the pathway? We've got intuition and wisdom. Trust your intuition. It has been guiding you to the answers that you seek. Yeah, you know now that you're knowing. It's like you've been given proof that your knowing is right. It's like you've held out. This could be a job offer, for example, and you've held out even though the job offer looked really good. You've held out because something wasn't ringing true, and you held out and you got something better, or you've been offered something better, or you will be offered something better. However this applies, wherever this might be appearing in your life. And we've got wisdom. See your adversaries as opportunities to expand your spiritual light. Yeah, this is all about bringing light to what has felt really dark. And this is bringing wisdom, knowing, and self-discovery into the light. All of this energy. Beautiful. Okay, let's have a quick look at the energy that Spirit are encouraging you to lean into as we go through the next few months. What should we be leaning into to walk this pathway? I love the proposal and celebration came out. Okay. The medicine wheel. This could mean something quite individually to you, but what I'm getting here is the completion. There's this completion of healing that's happened, and now it's on to a complete new phase. The sweat lodge, yes. So lean into this transformation. Lean into going being in the darkness, going into the light, and having transformed everything into the darkness, you can now step out of this sweat lodge. This is about releasing everything that doesn't serve, releasing everything that is trapped. And I feel like this is an emotional level. And we've got the rainbow. Nice. This is lots of blessings coming in for you. This is completion. This is also alignment. I always get Kundalini energy with this card. This is the completion, the alignment. This is the brightness, and we've got the rainbow on here as well. But this is joy, real joy, being able to spread your wings and fly. And this is the rainbow after the rain, after the storm. And lean into it, enjoy it, accept it, expand in it. Don't have any doubt that this is meant for you. This is for you. This is exactly where you need to be in all of this lightness. Okay, let's get some final words of wisdom from Spirit from you with this energy. What do they want you to know for this solstice energy? Okay, we have frog prosperity. Let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close to at hand. Hop on into this new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune await you. I don't know what is with my reading today. It's like I don't read. This is what we've been feeling. I feel like a lot of you is like wanting confirmation that you're doing the right thing, wanting and needing confirmation that you're on the right pathway, and just like a sign. And if you've made changes, or you're about to make changes, and you're about to take these bold steps forward, this is Spirit saying to you, there's prosperity ahead. You can feel it, you know it, trust it in the physical to happen. Okay, viewer, I hope that that's given you some insight into the intense solstice energies for the Northern Hemisphere that we've been experiencing, and some guidance from Spirit there for the next 6 months and the rest of your 2024. Thank you for joining me for the reading as always, and I hope to see you next time. Take care.